pictures that I've seen of you, first of all, I have to tell you, I'm really pretty nervous about doing this interview because I've seen so many pictures of you. And you're just so gorgeous. And I wanted to be cool when I did this. That's why I wore this little tam. I was supposed to turn my collar. I need some help trying to be cool.
I'm not that bad, though, am I?
Is this better?
You look great.
Do you come here often?
Tell me some people in the comments that you feel you would be overly nervous to interview or just to have a conversation with.
Please.
All the pictures that we've seen of you and the way that you're presented, your image is just such a sultry one, kind of a sex symbol, if you will. Is that Sade?
Sade just likes simple clothes, really. I don't like... In fact, I think if you're a sex symbol, you have to like glittery gowns and sequins, and I don't like that. So, in a way, I'm a bit of a misfit, I suppose. I couldn't possibly be a sex symbol if I didn't like sequins and stuff, I guess. So.
But sometimes the public can give you that image, and it may not be one that you necessarily want. Is it?
Yeah.
Do you mind? I mean.
No, I think people always take you as they see you, not necessarily as you are. I mean, in every situation, you know, whether you're a singer or you know you're working in a shop and you're meeting people, they take you for what they think you are. So that's inevitable.
You have a very interesting background. You were Nigerian-born. Your father is Nigerian and your mother is English. When did you move from Nigeria?
Went to England when I was 4 with my brother and my mother, and I've stayed there ever since. But I've been running around for the last year. I haven't been there very much, but that's, you know, where I've been living.
Tell me a little bit.
Now, to be honest with you, I've always found a person's heritage a little bit interesting. So if you don't mind, could you please let me know a little bit about your heritage, your ancestry, you know, where you're from, the places that you've traveled to, the cultures that you've experienced?
About your parents, I'm interested to know what, this being an interracial relationship especially, what was that like growing up in an interracial relationship?
Well, I wasn't sort of in an interracial, I mean, it didn't last very long, basically. And I don't know if it's true about mixed marriages. I'm sure it isn't in every case, but basically my mother and father didn't get on very well, so it was they're only actually together for 4 years, my first 4 years anyway. So I can't really tell you much about that, really.
Yeah.
But so.
Now, to be honest with you, I've heard many different stories when it comes to the dynamics of interracial relationships, whether it's just being, you know, dating or married. Let me know in the comments. Do you know of any good stories as well as bad stories when it comes to interracial? And what are your thoughts about that? You know, are you for it or are you against it?
My mother really sort of ran away, and you know, basically they didn't get on, and it happens.
So what did that make childhood like for you? Was that something that bothered you when you were young? Or?
I think that any sort of trauma, you know, or any fights between parents, obviously are bound to upset you if you're just a little girl. But I think that my mother loved my brother and I very much and did everything that she could for us. So I think you don't necessarily need the love of two people as long as there's somebody there to look after you and care for you. So I don't think it affected me too badly, you know.
You, as we mentioned, that all of this has happened for you, all this success has happened for you in the last year. You guys just formed the band a year ago, is that right? How in the world can...
Oh, no, so we signed a year ago to a record label. We've been together for 3 years now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But this is your first album, and already you're a major success in Europe, and things are starting to really happen for you here in America. Are you surprised by how fast things are happening for you?
Yeah, I'm surprised that it happened quickly. I'm not surprised that, I mean, we all want the success from the album. We all dreamed of that, and that's what makes us, made us get out of bed in the morning very early when we've been to bed very late, maybe the night before, and travelling up and down the country in a beaten up old van in the middle of winter.
Well, how do you handle it?
Well, I mean, we don't do that now, but I mean, that's basically what pushed us along, you know, just the hope that we would get success. But I mean, no, I mean, it surprised everybody, the speed at which it's happened.
Is it difficult to handle?
I'm coping all right. I'm coping.
I read somewhere where you said that money isn't important to you. Can that be true? I mean,
No,
it's
that's not true. That isn't true. I lied. Money, I'm a liar. Don't trust me.
made for great public relations, though.
No, money's important, but it isn't the first thing that's important. I mean, it's not the thing that motivates me. It isn't number one. Number one is people and caring for people and people caring for me. That's number one. Number two is the music we're making, and number three is getting some rewards from it, if you like. I mean, I don't actually evaluate it like that and write in a little book, but it's not the thing that motivates me and drives me. That isn't the thing. It's making something that has quality and something that is lasting, and then if you get money from that, and we do our best to expose it, and we will, if money comes from that, then that's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
You mentioned the word quality, and I have to say that that is one word that describes your new album very well. It's a very different sound, very jazz-oriented kind of thing. Why do you think that that can be successful now? I mean, we've been in an era of dance music, and this is something, it's a lot slower. It's a more adult feeling, more sophisticated sound. Do you think that can be a commercial success?
Yeah, I mean, I personally, I listen to a lot of improvised jazz, and so does Stuart, Mattyman, who I co-write the songs with. But that probably colours it and influences it slightly, like, you know, the way both of us phrase, like when I play and when he sings, and the way we arrange the songs. But I wouldn't say it was jazz. I would say, first of all, what we're doing was soul, really, because they're songs about people, and they're just songs, maybe in the old-fashioned sense, because they've got a story to them and a beginning and an end, and not really too many gimmicks. So I think that anything like that gets a chance for people to hear it, they can, you know, people make their own minds up.
So please tell me your thoughts about this video. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know too much about Sade Adu, but I am interested in learning more. So I will be looking for more interviews, maybe the full interview of this one. Let me know in the comments if you would like for me to react to any of her music. Please be sure to like, share, watch more videos, and subscribe to the channel.